briefly on the MPP.
Wow.
Wow. I'm learning so the amount of data that you need for this game is wild.
Yeah, all the clips. Well, I guess it's the same clip.
It is, but just longer. But well, I guess we didn't get on that one.
He did pitch in 2020.
Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Known Patrick Podcast. This is episode number 38, I think.
Yep.
All right, 38, episode number 38. Hopefully everyone's having a great week. Um, a lot to get to this week. We didn't really have much in the last couple weeks, so it was nice that there was a lot of headlines on like Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night. So yeah, we'll get into those. And let's just jump right in there. Noah, what do we have?
Yeah, first thing happened Sunday. Two things happened Father's Day. So Sunday during Father's Day, um, around the morning, Desmond Bane was traded to the Orlando Magic. Big return for the Grizzlies. They got KCP, Cole Anthony, four unprotected firsts, and then a first pick swap. Absolutely insane return. My guess is Desmond Bane wasn't really on the block, and the Magic were just like, "Here's this huge offer. We want him bad." And honestly, it's an offer I don't think the Grizzlies could turn down. Four firsts, unprotected. But yeah, but the unprotected is this upcoming draft, 2025, 2026, Phoenix first, which is going to be absolutely insane. Especially if they trade KD in the next few weeks here,
Yeah,
or a few days because it's supposed to be before the draft. 2028 unprotected and 2030 unprotected from the Magic. So big first round picks. It I think it really does help the Magic here. They they were desperately in need of a scorer, like a
yeah,
shooting guard, a 3 and D guy.
yeah,
That was supposed to be KCP that they signed this last offseason. Now he's gone. He didn't really pan out. He had his moment with the Nuggets to get that big contract and kind of fell off, which I think it happens to a lot of players. They have their year
yeah.
and then they kind of just, like look at Grayson Allen, kind of just fell off after he had a good. I'm I'm still mad about that Grayson Allen contract because it made no sense to me.
Was it
But
3
yeah,
years, 60 million or something?
yeah, something insane. He's making like 19 million a year or something,
Yeah,
or 17 million a year. Absolutely insane contract. But I do think this is good for the Magic. They get the 3 and D guy. Bane's a really good scorer. He's good to be the third option. He's not like a number one, but he was good as the number two option for the Grizzlies.
yeah.
And now at the number three, I think he'll be great there. Now with next to Franz and um,
Paulo,
Paolo Banchero, yeah,
Jalen
Banchero,
Suggs.
yeah. What Jalen Suggs gonna come back be their point guard? Have he's also a 3 and D type. His three percentage isn't that good, but great defender at the point.
Yeah,
And now I think they're just missing that center. I don't know what their cap situation's looking like. Miles Turner is going to be on the free agent market. He's probably the best center out there for the free agent market. We'll see if they can go after him potentially.
yeah.
But Magic are in win now mode.
Yeah, they just came out with their new uniforms too. They're
Look
going
good.
back with the throwback pinstripes, yellow, geez, white, blue, and then like a white, blue, black alternative uniform.
Yep.
One of my coworkers, he's from Orlando, big Magic guy. He loves this trade. They finally get KCP out of there. He hated that guy. They thought it was like he thought it was so good in the beginning, and then once the season started, of course, he's like, "Get this guy out of there." So, yeah, not a big KCP fan. I think Cole Anthony should be good for a future, probably a good like three backup point guard. But yeah, I think it's pretty good for the Magic. Why not? And
Yeah, I mean
again,
player wise,
more
they
first
didn't
round
really
picks
give too
than the
much.
Luka Doncic trade.
Exactly. I just think Desmond Bain wasn't on the market. And The Magic just called him up and were like,
Hey, we want him.
"We want him bad. We'll give you four first unprotected." And I mean, like I said, the big steal there, the Phoenix pick, could potentially be a number one pick down the future with how Phoenix looks um, right now. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think I honestly don't think it's an overpay. I think it was pretty good. Obviously, like a KD's not going to get something like this because of his age, 37.
yeah,
So the only other player who's probably or team that's happy about this is the Milwaukee Bucks. Because if Giannis gets traded at some point, because don't forget there was a lot of talk about him getting traded this offseason. It's going to take a lot after this trade. They see, hey, look what Desmond Bane's going for. Giannis is only 30. He has a championship, got a lot of time, at least 5 more years in him at the very least. So yeah, I like this for the Magic, and
yeah,
they might be my pick to be the number one, number two seed next year. Who knows?
yeah. They're in
Uh,
the Eastern Conference. That's all you need to say. So
yeah, yeah. Um, Next, another trade happened a few hours later in the afternoon. I was sitting there, my family's, uh, most of my family are Dodger fans. I'm one of the few, the, the only Giant fan, most mainly. But my uncle was like, "Hey, Devers to the Giants," and I was like, "Devers to the Giants." I'm like, "Who's Devers?" I was like, "Rafael Devers to the Giants," and he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "No way, what?"
yeah,
And absolutely insane Father's Day trade. Rafael Devers to the Giants. Red Sox got Jordan Hicks, Kyle Harrison, who's now in AAA for them, James Tibbs the third, and Jose Bayo, um, in single A pitcher right now for uh, who is in single A for the Giants. Um, Bayo doesn't look that bad. 20 years old. He had like 30 strikeouts in 18 innings. That's great. But he's in single A. Like, or he's not even single. He's in rookie ball. I think it was something like that. Like, very low A. So he's years away. That's something you're just like, whatever. We're trying to win now. We don't need him. James Tibbs, last year's first round pick for the Giants. Uh, High potential out of college. He's already 22, but he's still in single A. I mean, you have guys like um, Jack Caglione, you know, Paul
all the guys that
Skeens.
we
That
talked
that
about last week.
yeah, the same draft class. Those guys are already up. We have a lot of those other guys in AAA. I think Tibbs missed most of last year. I think he was injured, but he has power potential, plays first and outfield. So that's another option for the Red Sox at first base. They need a first baseman right now, um, but he's still at least 1 to 2 years away. Another piece that's just like whatever. Who cares? Kyle Harrison, probably the prize of the trade. Number one prospect for the Giants for a while, the last 3 years, before he got called up last year, 3 years before that. Um, he kind of hit a bump there. He hadn't looked very good. He's been injured a little bit, but definitely has potential to be a number three starter for sure. Um, but for the Giants with their rotation, fifth starter, get him out of here. Who cares? And then Jordan Hicks struggling, moved to the bullpen. I think he's a really good bullpen piece, but he's making a lot of money. 28 years old, didn't work out as a starter. It was a project from the beginning when they first signed him from the Cardinals. So I like the trade. Rafael Devers, probably one of, if not the best left-handed hitter behind Juan Soto in the league, and Shohei Ohtani, obviously. But man, what a trade for Buster Posey, making a splash in his first year as the president of baseball operations for the San Francisco Giants, man.
Yeah, what a great trade. Yeah, I was sitting, we were watching, I think we were waiting for the golf to come back from being suspended, and I leaned over to my grandma, I was like, the Giants just got Rafael Devers, and she's like, who? And I was like, Rafael Devers, like, that's wild. So, had to explain it to my grandma who he
Yeah,
was. But yeah, we talked about Devers too last last month or so with his not scandal, but on the
he started
field.
off, and he started off the year like 0 for 22 with like 20 strikeouts, rough start, but he really
Yeah.
turned it around.
and then he got mad at ownership. He got mad again at ownership, and yeah, now we're here. And yeah, luckily, Ryan and I went to his home opener debut, which was fire, standing ovation every time he went up to the plate. He went 2 for 5 that game. Um, they played the Red Sox yesterday, 0 for 5, of course, against his old team, but hit his hit his first home run today. So good to see, and hopefully a lot of splash hits to come for that guy.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a win now move, but it's also a long-term move. He is getting
Dude, eight
paid
years on
about
his
30 million over 8 years. Willie Adames was the highest paid Giant in history this past offseason. Now it's Rafael Devers is the highest paid Giant ever um, in team history. But I love it. They needed hitting bad. They were struggling at the plate. I mean, they have guys like Ramos, Jung Ho Lee's been good. Ramos has been good. Willie Adames is struggling. Chapman was good. Then he went down with the injury, so we might see Rafael play or Devers play a little third base here and there until Chapman's back. Casey Schmidt has been good since being called back up. Um, but they needed that left-hand bat power, and they got it, and I love it. I think it's going to be great. Um,
They also got talk of him playing maybe first base and having Wilmer play just bat DH, just have him in the
yeah, I
lineup.
can see
So
them kind of platooning between DH and first. That's going to be down the line though, because he's never played first, so they even said it's going to take some time, but he's going to get some reps in, and hopefully, everything works out. I think it'll be great for the team in the future and now. Um,
the
it
Red
was a
Sox are
surprise.
down bad, bro.
It was a surprise when the Red Sox traded him because they were like on a winning streak. They had just swept the Yankees.
Yeah.
Everything was kind of looking good for the Red Sox. The whole like you were saying drama from earlier in the season kind of was fading away. When he said he wasn't going to play first after they said to throw away his glove because they didn't want him playing the field anymore because he's trash in the field. Then they asked him to play first. It's just whole drama. Um, yeah, so huge surprise he got traded at that moment, at the very least. And hey, maybe a Red Sox potential sell. We might see a Duran get traded because they got a lot of young guys coming up. So we'll see how the Red Sox do here down the line towards the trade deadline, and we might see some other big pieces being sold by them. So
Yeah. Just happy that Giants finally got like a big name. And
yeah, they struck
after
out a lot.
striking out the last couple
Past
years,
couple,
so
yeah, past couple free agents, and the Giants are winning with a rough offense. So once, because it's not going to be rough all year, Willie Adames at some point is going to turn it around, I believe, and they're going to get Chapman back. They're going to have all these guys start, turning it around, and
yeah. And Willie
they
Adames
could
is
make a good run here.
yeah. Willie's best friends with Rafael, so they've been
Yeah,
batting back to back, and what a duo, you know?
yeah,
So
yeah.
should be
Excited.
fun.
If you're a Giants fan, should be excited not just for now, but for the future. So. And last but not least, just something real quick. UFC John Jones retired today. It was reported. One of the best to ever, if not the best fighter ever in the UFC history. So shout out to
Yep.
John Jones. He had a lot of scandals with the drugs, I believe. Not steroids, but other recreational things, some powders, and I think that's why he was gone from the UFC for a while, for a few years, dealing with that stuff. I think he went to rehab a couple times, something like that. So, but yeah, he came back, had a couple fights, won instantly. I mean, he just shows how dominant he is. It's insane. I don't really follow UFC that much, but I just know he's one of the best fighters ever. So, I've
Yeah.
definitely seen clips and fights
Yeah.
of him just dominating.
Yep.
Scary guy.
The one and only time that I played at the UFC game, I was John Jones, and yeah, that guy was the best
He's a
fighter at the
beast.
time.
Yeah,
So
the beast.
yeah, cool. Uh, Shohei Ohtani in the news again. Um, Big huge brawl the other night, but that's not what we're talking about. He made his pitching debut Monday night which was kind of crazy. All everyone was predicting that he wouldn't pitch until after the All-Star game, but the Dodgers are like, why not give us like an inning or two? And because they have what, like 10 pitchers on the IL right now, maybe. I know, like,
They always have a lot of injuries with
yeah,
pitching.
3/4 of the rotations on the IL, and everyone else is too. So Ohtani was pitching, live BP to his own team. Looked pretty good, striking his own batters out, and then he made his debut on Monday, pitching against the Padres. He gave up 2 hits, 1 run, um, threw a fastball over 100 miles per hour, 28 pitches, and then after that inning, he was batting leadoff, and
Yeah.
I think he knocked in a run a couple innings later, got the run back for the team. So just wild, just wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think he drove in the only run that game for the Dodgers. It's just insane. I don't think we'll ever see Ohtani pitch at the same amount he was with the Angels, but he'll definitely uh come back to starting. Maybe just not what was it like
Yeah, I
every
think it's
six
every.
starts. He was like I think for the Angels he's doing like normal pitching work, you know.
Yeah,
I don't think he'll do that. I think maybe every few weeks he'll pitch, but we'll see. Maybe Ohtani's just
he's
like, forget you guys. I'm going back to regular outings. That
yeah
would be insane.
he's scheduled to pitch tomorrow, Sunday. What everyone is saying is, if Ohtani wants to pitch that day, he'll pitch that day. He'll pitch whenever he wants. He'll set the rotation every week whenever he wants to pitch. So, um, I mean, you might as well. You're paying the guy $700 million.
It's
He's the
literally
best
just a
player in baseball.
bonus.
Like,
I mean, with what he's doing at the plate, this is just a bonus. Like,
yeah,
you really don't even need him. I guess it's just only if you need him to pitch, he can pitch. You know, like how you said they have 10 pitches on the IL. Um, you need an extra guy to go out there and pitch. Hey, look, just my best hitter is going to go pitch, and he's also probably one of the best pitchers in the league. So,
yeah,
um, he's just a freak.
yeah. Just
Absolute freak.
crazy.
He's up there, one of the best athletes all time, just in any sport. Like, you know, you have like well, it'd be like LeBron James, Ohtani. I don't even know who else would be up
I
there.
don't know.
Those
It's
two guys are just absolute freaks. Usain
yeah,
Bolt, maybe.
yeah, yeah. Otani's in a whole nother level.
Michael Phelps. Probably throw Michael Phelps in there. He's an insane athlete. He's a freak.
Yeah, 28 gold medals,
Insane.
8 in 1 year.
Yeah. Just setting record like just setting records left and right. It's absolutely insane.
Another baseball topic for you, Noah, and all our
Love it.
viewers.
Love
College
it.
World Series update. We finally got to the championship game here. We got LSU versus Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina was coming into this game with 26 game winning streak, which is just insane. That's
Oh,
huh?
yeah, so yep.
Oh, 26 game winning streak. Unfortunately, they did lose tonight, but they didn't get dominated. They lost 1-0 to LSU. Cade Anderson was on the mound for LSU through a complete game shutout. Number 3 prospect coming out of this draft. Uh, what I was going to talk about in the beginning of the week, Arkansas pitcher Gage Wood throws a no-hitter against Murray State. He set the record for most strikeouts in a 9 inning game at 19 batters, which is
Crazy.
wild. A complete game.
Yeah.
And he was the first to do it since 1960, two to ever do it before. Just, it's something you don't see every day
Yeah.
now.
Just think about it. Like if you pitch a complete game, you see 27 hitters. Like you get 27 outs. So
Yeah,
19 of those are strikeouts. That's just another level.
yeah. Also, shout out to Murray State for making what is that,
Yep.
semifinals. Their baseball stadium only can hold 800 people, which
Right,
that's
right up there with the Sacramento A's.
Exactly. That's how many people were there at the game last night. Um, yeah, just insane. Love College World Series. Wish that I could have watched more of it, but keeping up. These are the next prospects going into the draft.
Yeah, I'm all about it. The draft coming up next month. So that's
Yeah.
something else we can talk about pretty soon.
Yeah. And then my last topic here, July 4th, mark it on your calendars, the hot dog eating
Everyone's favorite
contest.
part of the day.
Yep. Hot dog eating contest. Last year was a little disappointing since Joey Chestnut was not competing. He signed a vegetarian hot dog deal, and
Got
Nathan
banned.
Hot Dog didn't like that and got
Yeah.
banned and suspended.
Yeah, so he set a record or something like that.
Yeah, he did his own thing and ate more hot dogs than whoever won last year. But luckily for us this year, he is competing this year. So, the viewership's going to go up. Everyone wants to see him eat. I don't even know what the record is, like 60 hot dogs in like 5 minutes or
It's
whatever.
crazy. 70 something.
Yeah, I just saw him eating Raising Cane's chicken tenders versus GJ Khaled, I think,
What
today.
the heck? Never thought
Yeah,
I'd hear that.
yeah, and Drewski, he was there too.
Wow.
Yeah. Uh, what a lineup. But yeah, Joey Chestnut back in the hot dog eating contest and should be a fun one.
Yeah, awful move last year, kicking him out makes no sense to me. Like he's literally the only reason why anyone watches that.
Yeah.
I don't know any other person saying every year it's like, oh, Joe Jess is gonna go eat some hot dogs again. Like, like I don't even know who he's going against.
No.
I know there was someone who was close, but don't know his name.
Yeah, he made
Can't
me
can't
one
even tell you.
like a couple times out of the times he competed against Joey Chestnut, so
Yeah, can't even tell you.
can't tell you. But I know Joey Chestnut. I know he's a
That's a
lot.
great name, Joey Chestnut, bro. Like, it's just memorable.
Yeah. Gonna be a sad day when he gives it up.
Yeah, it's up there with LeBron James retiring
And
pretty
John
soon, man.
Jones.
Yeah, John Jones is gone. I mean, we're just losing legends left and
Yeah.
right. We're gonna lose LeBron. We just lost John
Curry.
Jones. Curry's gonna be yeah. Chris
Yeah.
Paul's gonna be KD's probably right around the corner also. Like,
And then Joey
and
Chestnut.
any football guys. Travis
Aaron
Kelce's probably
Aaron
gonna
Rodgers.
retire. Oh yeah, who cares about Aaron Rodgers? That guy should have been retired like 3 years ago at this point.
Yeah. So,
That's different. He overstayed his welcome. That's the
but once he went to
yeah.
the
You gotta
Jets,
know. Yeah, I think, well, at least we knew that it was gonna be a dumpster fire, but yeah,
yeah, yeah, that's it for my headlines. We could play a
yeah.
game or just end it
So
there.
yeah, let's just end it. I
Just
think
end it.
maybe next week we'll play a game. I don't think there's gonna be much topics for some reason. I just have a feeling. Um,
We got too many this week, they should.
yeah, exactly. There's gonna definitely be a lull. There's like it's just all the
Yeah,
topics went to 1 week, and now 2 weeks we're gonna have nothing to talk about. So
yeah.
have to
That's
fill the
cool.
space with something.
It's fine. We'll think of something.
Yeah, NBA draft next week. Maybe we'll come out with a video before the draft. If not, we'll talk about it after, obviously. Looking forward to see who goes number three, because number one and two are basically
Yeah.
set up unless the
Ace
Spurs get
Bailey
their pick.
denying teams workouts, so see what
Yeah, so
happens.
he was almost the consensus number three, but potentially falling out because he's just not working out with anybody. Yeah, he doesn't want to go to the 76ers, the Hornets, I think are three and four. I don't remember the order exactly, but yeah, I don't think he's very good. Maybe he'll fall to 12 to the Bulls. Maybe the Bulls can take a chance.
Why not?
Take a
What,
flyer.
what else? What else do they have
We'll
to
see.
lose?
Maybe he might be another Cam Reddish. You never know.
No, can't brandish.
Never know. You never know, man.
You never know. Never know until you try. All right.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll see everyone next week.
No. See ya.